What's going on, YouTube? Scott Lett here, owner of Pro Exterior Cleaning. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I think I'm up to almost 60 subscribers, which isn't a lot, compared to a lot of the guys, but hey, I appreciate it, man. It's been cool seeing my channel grow, and I always want to share my journey as an entrepreneur with y'all and show you guys the things and tell you guys about the things that go well and the things that don't go well, So there's a lot of successes and there's a lot of failures in any business, and I want to share that with y'all. So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. So we have a lot of ground to cover in this one. So as you can tell, I'm dressed up again. I'm headed to a luncheon for this apartment association that I have joined. It's called the Tulsa Apartment Association. So I am the power washing vendor for this particular association. So right now, as we speak, apartments are putting together their budgets for 2021, and they're also taking bids for their spring cleaning. So right now is a great time for you guys to go out and pass out your flyers, let them know who you are, how you can help them, and now they know that you power wash, they know that you own a business, and maybe you can win a bid. Right now I currently have 4 in the books. I'm going to quote 4 today, put in a bid for four more, and hopefully my goal is to land 8 to 10 for the spring. That's about as much as I can handle by myself. I'm probably going to have to get some help to knock all these out. But my encouragement to you guys is, not only are you guys who power wash, you are a business owner, which means you are a businessman. So there's 2 sides to this, right? There's the side where you go out and perform the work, you go out and meet customers, and then there's the side where you are a businessman. It's okay to put on nice clothes and go out and build your brand, build your business, let people know who you are. It's okay to join, groups, networking groups, just to get in front of people. That's what it's all about, So I joined this association because, man, spring, I want to be cleaning as many apartments as I can because they are cash cows. They need it. Pool decks have to be signed off by the county before they can open up. If there's any slip and fall hazards, they can't open their pool. So you are helping them, and you're skipping a step by going and showing up, because those property managers don't want to have to take the time to look up all these different companies. So you are doing their job for them by contacting them, initiating the conversation. And this morning when I called the 4, I was 4 for 4 because I told them, hey, I'm a vendor for the Tulsa Apartment Association. I know you guys are heavily involved in the association. That gave me credibility. And they're like, oh yeah, since you're a part of the association, come on by. We'd love to get a bid. And it gives me credibility. Because we are sharing this association, we're both tied to it. So my encouragement to you guys is, it's okay to be a businessman. It's okay to put on nice clothes and go out and build your business, and it's going to get you those commercial jobs you want. So don't go out looking sloppy, look professional. I do have a hat on because I have nothing that, as far as my shirt goes, it says my business, so I have to wear a hat. I need to order a nice polo shirt with my company name and logo on it. I just haven't done that yet. So I'm just now really getting to the point to where I can spend some money on some marketing. Which is a good transition point. So what marketing works and what doesn't? That is a $1 million question. And I'm not gonna tell you hypothetically what I think works. I'm gonna tell you what has worked for me. So working that inner circle, your family, your friends, is number 1. 2, Facebook. Those Facebook ads that I'm running right now are working. You need to buy that course and let Justin show you his strategy, because it works. SEO, building a website or letting a professional build your website with the SEO feature and being number 1 on Google or the top 3 or 4 in your area works. You just got to spend a little money. I haven't done that yet, but I am definitely going to first of the year. Spring's gonna be busy. There's a lot of things I'm doing right now for next year. Right now, coronavirus is taking place, it's getting crazy again. People are scared to spend money. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to keep running my Facebook ads. That's the only marketing I'm going to do for the residential world. But I'm going heavy for 2021. So I bought an 8-gallon per minute machine, a new soft wash system, and I'm getting ready for the new year. So I've been pretty happy with my results this year, being new to Tulsa. So I'm planning ahead. So that's why I'm going to this meeting, this luncheon, to line up work for 2021. So far we have our inner circle. We have Facebook ads, SEO. The fourth thing that definitely works is going out and grinding, right? Going out and passing out flyers, going out and knocking on doors. Knocking on doors hasn't worked for me, but going out and passing out flyers to different businesses has. So what doesn't work, yard signs haven't worked for me. The ones I put out always get taken up because some old person who has nothing better else to do in their neighborhood, they go take it and throw it away. Business cards don't really work. They get lost in the pile of the other business cards. Flyers do work. Home advisors, stay away from that garbage. You're going to spend a lot of money on leads that you won't get. Google ads haven't worked for me really. I just now really started, so I really can't give an honest opinion on that. But yeah, guys, so what works for me? Work the inner circle, your family and friends, Facebook ads. The SEO does work. Aaron from Mean and Lean Academy, he is a living proof of that. He's a master of that feature of marketing. So I really can't give you an honest opinion on my behalf, but I know it works. And then just going out and just meeting people, being personable, handing out your flyers. Those are the things that work. So, all right, so we've talked about marketing. Another thing I want to talk about, I got a call. I'll be back with you in a second. Let's go. Networking 101. About to go to an apartment complex. This is the football stadium I cleaned a couple months ago. Cleaned that huge facing of EFIS there. All the concrete.
At the light, turn right onto North 23rd Street. Then the destination is on your left.
All inside that stadium. That was a big job. All right, about to pull up to some apartments here. Guys, I am headed home. Sorry, I'm just not getting back to you guys. I'm finished for the day. I went and quoted, or I'm going to send in 4 bids for 4 different apartment complexes. I actually landed a $1,000 job while I went to an apartment complex. They need some work done now, and I'm going to do that next week for them. It's a $1,000 job for a pool deck and some little concrete areas. And then hopefully I'll be able to clean for them in the spring. So, but bidding apartment complexes is another video. I'll be happy to help you guys with that if y'all want me to. Just comment below and say yes, I need some help with that, and I'll make a video about how I do the estimates for apartments. So, all right. So the next thing I want to talk about is how to save your tail from customers who are trying to get something out of nothing, who are looking for things that you quote unquote broke at their property. The customers who neglect their properties and then have you come out and clean, and then they go out there and notice things that are broken after you've cleaned, things that have been broken for years. So, because it happens, guys, there are people out there who want to get something out of nothing. They want to blame it on you so you can pay them to get it fixed. So I'm telling you guys, it happens. So a great practice to have, you've heard it from so many guys on YouTube who's been in the industry for a while. The more you can document, the better you get at taking pictures and doing thorough walkthroughs before and after the job. The less of a chance you have of a customer finding things or, saying you did something wrong on their property, broke something, right? Now, the other side of that is if you do damage something, just be straight up with them and let them know and offer to fix it. And you can either contact your insurance or you can just go ahead and pay for it out of pocket. As long as you fix it, it's okay. And as long as you're honest, it's okay. A lot of times when things like that happen, it's usually never anything too big, and they're like, don't worry about it, because you were honest with them. So do such good work for them that if you make a little mistake, they don't even care, because they're so in awe of the work you did for them. So documentation, writing things down, doing walkthroughs, very thorough walkthroughs, taking your time is very important. So that's why, this is my personal preference. That's why if a client, a new client or whoever, if they don't allow me to come out to their home or their business and let me do an estimate in person on their property, I'm not going to do it. So I'm busy enough now to where I can say no to that, because what's going to happen is if you do an over the phone estimate or Facebook messaging estimate and you haven't gone out to the property, that doesn't give you a chance to see what's broken, to see what's wrong. That doesn't give you a chance to check the water pressure for your 4-gallon per minute machine. All right, you didn't see the oil stain that was there, so now you showed up with no oil eater, no degreaser. You didn't see the rust stains there, so you didn't come back. You didn't come with the F9 bark. So you're missing out on upsells. You're missing out on being prepared, best prepared for the job. And you're going to show up, and there could be something broken. You're there to do the job. You're not really focused on what's going on around you, and that light fixture is busted, and the customer didn't know it, and all of a sudden you cleaned over there by that light fixture, and now it's broken, so you must have done it. So the point I'm trying to make, guys, is if you can take time out of your day to go get your eyes on the property and give an on-site estimate, talk to the customer, do walkthroughs, please do that. And that is pretty much going to eliminate the chances of you getting sued, getting in trouble, getting accused of breaking something on their property. So that's something that I practice and preach all the time. So, there's been plenty of times, or plenty of occasions here lately where, my Facebook ads are working, but I'll get messages from these people who are just price shopping, and they'll just say, hey, how much do you charge for a driveway? Well, there are many different size driveways out there. Some are really dirty, some are not so dirty. Some have rust stains, some have oil stains, and some houses have really good water pressure, and some don't. So those are all factors that you're missing out on if you don't go to the property. So that's all I'm trying to say. So document things, go to the property, and that's going to save you a lot of trouble. All right, the last thing is, and I'm done, I promise you guys, stay within your line of expertise, right? Because there are going to be times, it's usually with the older people who can't do much anymore, you're going to be cleaning gutters out, windows, whatever you're doing. You have your ladder out already set up on the side of the house, and they're going to come out and ask you to do these little handyman tasks, right? Well, since you're already on the side of my house cleaning those gutters, do you mind changing out that light bulb for me? Or since you're cleaning that fence, do you mind fixing the gate for me on the fence? They're going to come up with all these different little handyman things. It's not a big deal to them, and try to get a free service out of you. And then you have now stepped outside of your expertise, and your liability insurance doesn't cover you because you're now doing handyman work. So if something were to happen, if you change that bulb out and you screw it in and there's a short in the wire in the circuit and it blows up that fixture, now you're responsible. I took down a satellite dish for a lady one time. This is when I left the handyman industry. I used to have a business, so I was no longer licensed or insured in that industry. And there was holes in her roof that I plugged up with some silicone because I had it with me. And she came back and said I tore a shingle, and I didn't. But the fact that I was the last one on that roof, I was held liable. So I had to write a $300 check out of my own pocket. So the simple answer to that, guys, is if a customer asks you to do little handyman repairs outside of your industry, just simply say no. And I've had people get upset with me about that, but I would rather say no, save my tail, and upset them just a little bit. They're going to forget about it when they walk in the house, than say yes and then do something wrong and do more damage than good, and now you're held liable, and then your insurance doesn't cover it. So that's my encouragement today, guys, is cover your tail, document yourself, or document the properties, take pictures, do thorough walkthroughs before and after. Always go to the house or the property you're cleaning, get on site, get your eyes on the property, meet with the customer. I don't even like doing estimates when the customer's not there, because I want a very thorough walkthrough of what they want done. Okay, and then the last thing is stay within your line of expertise, and that is a great solution to avoiding all kinds of headache. So I'm a living testimony. So those are things I practice and preach, and it's easy to say yes and try to make a little $25 upsell by fixing a little handle on the gate. But if you make it worse, I mean, now you're reliable, or you're held liable for it. So anyways, guys, Scott Lett, Pro Exterior Cleaning. Been a good day. If y'all want me to put a video together on how to bid apartment complexes, let me know. Just comment below and I'll do that. All right, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be cleaning. I'm going to be getting some oil stains up at this property, and then I'll be going to do a driveway, front porch, and back patio, and that'll be it. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.